agree. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
GM, welcome back to the channel. In this one, a quick market update and just talking through the kind of confluence we can see for the bull markets proper, the euphoria leg to actually take place. So I think we're getting close to that, to be honest with you, even though obviously price action right now is horrendous once again. But if we just look through these things, there are some confluences there. So let's jump in. So Bitcoin bull markets tops here 2018 / December 2017, double top back in 2021. And then we can see we're kind of in this holding pattern, waiting for an expansion into the final leg of the bull market. But here we have on the monthly time frame, DXY first and foremost. DXY breaking down leads to risk assets going to the roof and also Bitcoin having its bull market. So again, this is January 2018. That is the altcoin top 2 cycles back. And this coincided with the DXY breaking down from levels of around 102 during the year prior. And then you can see here one big final leg down all the way to around 88 there. Wick low around 88.23. Again, in 2020, after the COVID shenanigans, we have the bull market taking place as DXY breaks down from, again, roughly somewhere around 100s. And then you can see this is the May low. So to be honest with you, the previous cycle, the May peak was the true peak, I believe. And then we had this leverage-driven Ponzi kind of behavior driving the second leg of the bull market post summer of 2021. But again, DXY breaking down somewhere into the low 90s at least, and it's kind of on the edge here, holding on to 100 and a little bit of change there, but it looks like this is showing significant weakness for a move down. That would be the confluence on the DXY for us to have that kind of euphoria leg. Again, here is the move indicator. This is the bond market volatility. This needs to be suppressed for more risk-taking activity to occur. You can see 2 cycles back, reads around 50. Again, previous cycle around 50. We're currently at 100 in a bit of a kind of downtrend here. And so this looks like it does want to collapse. And once it does, again, this will be another piece of confluence for when this does really come down. We should have a euphoric leg on hand. And the final piece of data here is just the money supply. This is the M2 money supply of all the central banks, which is in up only mode. And you can see this is a monthly chart here over the previous few months here since like July. So it's kind of at toppy levels and then it just pokes its head back up. July 24, August 24, big move up. And here in September, it started to open up green yet again. So an increase in money supply overall, probably driven by Chinese, who are in a big deflationary bust at this moment in time. And we expect the US and other central banks to start playing ball as well. This is the up-to-date chart of BTC here. Let's just pull this in onto a daily and you can see we are now at a 57 handle. So 57,919, nice big dump after retracing the gains made Friday, Saturday of this last weekend. So pretty amusing stuff. And is this due to the fact we have some cringe activity on an aeroplane going to the Singapore conferences? Typically around conference times, Bitcoin shits the bed as well. I imagine if you were a massive whale in this market, it would be rather freaking hilarious to dump this thing every time there was a cringe conference. So BTC 57.8 here and going down swiftly. Now, we have a load of central banks meeting this week and deciding the interest rates for their various fiat, i.e. unbacked paper money. So Wednesday we have the Fed notably and the PBOC in China. Thursday we have Bank of England of note taking place, and then Friday we have Bank of Japan again of note. We know kind of what's going to happen. Bank of Japan already signaled the time is not right for the Bank of Japan to raise rates again. Interesting stuff. What's going to happen in the US on Wednesday? Well, this is the current pricing for a 50 basis points cut now, a 59% chance. And this becomes more accurate as we get closer to the actual date of Wednesday, I believe. So it looks like 50 basis points may be on the cards. Now, people are suggesting the rate cut is a sell and then resume up only afterwards. I have no idea whatsoever how this plays out. A lot of people speculate the interest rate cut will be bearish short term and then bullish in the longer term, but I have no clue. I am positioned along big bags in spot and just waiting for this thing to ride out for more bullish times. I don't really care much for this intraday price action. I do not trade day to day. I have multi-month time horizons for my investments. Thought this was pretty interesting. Peter Schiff is shitting on Bitcoin. Silver broke above 31 as Bitcoin broke below 59. Bitcoin is not digital gold. It's not even digital silver. So if you want to be super depressed as Bitcoin goes to 57.6, we have gold here at $2,577 per ounce, and it may look like Peter Schiff has topped the market here for gold. I think this will have a little bit of a pullback, but gold broadly, obviously, pretty much up only, looking really good there, which I think is a good signal for crypto markets as well. Stablecoins, 171 billion, again, pushing up once more. We've had this just in. Tether have printed another $1 billion of USDT. This doesn't really happen in a bear market. Again, the bull market is not over. We are just going through some shit price action at this moment in time. The final shakeout, if you will, Q4 bullishness, we hope is on the table. That continues. Big reset as well for fear and greed. A lot of people very fearful right now. Over the weekend, bullish into the highs. 51 read of neutral came in, and now we are back to 39. So a nice reset there as the market does a bit of a reset of itself. 57.5 here. Let's see where this puts in the low today. If this continues to nuke much further, we've got some bids set on some altcoins we spoke about last week. They're likely to get filled. That will be my final bids in this market cycle, and we'll be looking to ride the bags for the remainder, whichever way it happens. But that is all from today. There is not a lot to update. Market trading like shite. Lots of people already in Singapore. Not a lot happening. Binance listing meme coins sub 20 mil market cap. Influencers posting screenshots of P&Ls which are fake. Typical stuff in crypto land. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.